WFYI podcasts are made possible by Bloomington, Indiana, an American college town offering experiences like indulging in grub at Nick's English Hut, taking a stroll along Kirkwood Avenue, feeling the history and magic of Assembly Hall, and providing the chance to feel like a college kid again. Plan your trip at visitbloomington.com.
What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back into time.
This is Butch Slaughter, and you're listening to the echoes of Indiana Avenue. Welcome to my neighborhood, the Avenue. I grew up here, and each week I'll be sharing the sounds and stories of the people that made the Avenue great. Welcome back to the Avenue. For the next 3 weeks on Echoes of Indiana Avenue, we'll explore the music of Little Bill Gaither, a legendary Naptown blues singer and guitarist. Gaither left behind a large catalog of music. From 1935 to 1941, he recorded over 100 songs. Gaither's songs documented his life in Indianapolis, from the good times he had on the Avenue to serious themes like the outbreak of World War II and the tuberculosis epidemic.
Uncle Sam is calling, I will answer to his call. Uncle Sam is calling, and I will answer to his call. I'm army bound, and I may not get back at all.
Gaither's music owed a strong debt to the Indianapolis blues duo of Leroy Carr and Scrapper Blackwell. Gaither performed many of Carr's songs and was influenced by the unique guitar style of Blackwell. When Leroy Carr died in 1935, Gaither began performing under the name Leroy's Buddy as a tribute to his friend.
It was in the evening, it was in the evening, we stood talking face to face. Was in the evening, we stood talking face to face. Well, when Leroy Carr told me, someday you'll have to take my place when the sun goes down.
Stay tuned for the next 3 weeks as we take a deep look at the music of Little Bill Gaither.
All that ringing and twisting, Mommy don't need a thing.
Bill Gaither was born in Bullitt County, Kentucky in April of 1910. Gaither spent his childhood in Louisville, and in the early 1930s, he moved to Indianapolis. He quickly found his place in the early Naptown blues scene. Gaither struck up a friendship with the Indianapolis piano player George Honey Hill. They would go on to record dozens of classic blues records together. Gaither and Hill recorded their first sessions for Decca Records in 1935. We'll hear one of those tracks now. This is Naptown Stomp.
Well, I'm going back to Naptown, and I'm going back to stay. Well, I'm going back to Naptown, and I'm going back to stay. Then you know by that I'm tired of your low-down way. Well, I'm ready as a jaybird, I'm broken, I'm hungry too. Well, I'm ready as a jaybird, I'm broken, I'm hungry too.
That was Little Bill Gaither with Naptown Stomp. Up next, we'll hear a song about Gaither's time on the avenue. In Blake Street Blues, Gaither sings about a speakeasy on Blake Street, a road that connected Indiana Avenue to the Lockville Gardens apartments.
I went down on Blake Street to get a glass of beer. I went down on Blake Street to get a glass of beer. I didn't intend to stay long, but the federal men caught me there.
That was Little Bill Gaither with Blake Street Blues. On this week's show, we're exploring the early recordings of Bill Gaither. Up next, we'll hear 4 songs Gaither recorded in 1936. Pains in My Heart, Pins and Needles, Tired of Your Line of Jive, and Evil-Hearted Me.
Pains in my heart, black cats walking all around my door. Pains in my heart, black cats walking all around my door. Well, I'm gonna leave here walking, but I can't stay here no more. Seem like pins in my bed, needles sticking me all night long. Seem like pins in my bed, needles sticking me all night long. Well, I can't rest no more, because my baby's gone. Late one evening, as my baby was leaving town. Goodbye, baby, now baby, don't grieve. There's no use to cry, because I'm gonna leave. You know I've got wires to your line of jive. Now you know I've got wires to your sweet line of jive. I don't believe you love me. You treat me so unkind. You keep me so mean and evil all of the time. You know I'm evil, evil-hearted me.
That was Little Bill Gaither with Evil-Hearted Me, recorded in 1936. Around this time, Gaither was a regular on Indiana Avenue, performing at venues like the Lido Theater. Let's hear 2 more classic blues from Gaither. This is Who's Been Here and T90 Mama.
I don't care what you say, I have got to be on my way. Who's been here since I've been gone? A long, slim man with the red coat on. I'm down and out. Ain't got a friend in this world. Tonight's a mama, little pretty mama. I'm down and out. Ain't got a friend in this world. I know I've been a fool for somebody else's girl. When I had money to spend. Tonight's a mama.
Stay tuned. Echoes of Indiana Avenue will return with more classic music from Little Bill Gaither after this short break.
WFYI podcasts are made possible by Bloomington, Indiana, an American college town offering experiences like indulging in grub at Nick's English Hut, taking a stroll along Kirkwood Avenue, feeling the history and magic of Assembly Hall, and providing the chance to feel like a college kid again. Plan your trip at visitbloomington.com.
This is Butch Slaughter, and you're listening to the Echoes of Indiana Avenue. This is the first episode in our three-part series exploring the music of Little Bill Gaither, a legendary Naptown blues singer and guitarist. On this week's edition, we're focusing on Gaither's early recordings, and we'll hear three more now. The Orneriest Girl in Town, Tired of Sleeping by Myself, and Do Like I Wanna Do.
Well, I'm gonna talk about a woman, but I won't tell her name. But when I get through talking about her, you know her just the same. I believe she's the orneriest girl in town. She got anything that you want, just lay your money down. So many nights I wake up crying with blues and sorrow in this heart of mine. But I'm getting tired, sweet mama, of sleeping all by myself. Now then, I'm going to tell you this, baby. If you want to keep me, here's what you've got to do. You've got to bring me a job, baby, and then be true. But remember, I'll do just like I want to do.
That was Little Bill Gaither with Do Like I Wanna Do. On this week's show, we're exploring the early recordings of Bill Gaither. During his career, Gaither recorded a variety of fascinating topical songs, like his 1938 recording, Champ Joe Louis, King of the Gloves, written shortly after Louis became the world heavyweight champion. We'll hear that song next. After that, we'll hear Racket Blues and If I Was the Devil.
Well, you've heard of the King of Swing. Well, Joe is the King of Gloves. Well, you've heard of the King of Swing. Well, Joe Louis is the King of Gloves. Now he is the world's heavyweight champion. A man that this whole world loves. Once upon a time, a P.I. could get most anything. Now the streets are crowded, a P.I. can't even get spending change. So I gave up the racket, began to work both day and night. So if I was the devil, it would be a low down dirty sin.
So if I was a devil, it would be a low-down dirty sin. You couldn't have no more good times, and that would be trouble until the end.
That was the legendary Naptown blues singer and guitarist Little Bill Gaither with If I Was the Devil, recorded in 1938. We'll end this week's show with 3 more cuts Gaither recorded during the late 1930s: Noah's Dove, Sweet Mama, and Too Late, a song inspired by the tuberculosis epidemic.
If I had wings, just like Noah's dove, ooh, Lord. If I had wings, just like Noah's dove, I would fly away some morning, fly back to the one I love. Baby, won't you listen what I am going to say, sweet mama? Baby, won't you listen to what I'm going to say? You mistreated me, baby, so I'll be on my way. Too late, the doctor can't do no good. I've got the TB, I've got to leave my neighborhood. TB will slowly carry you down.
That's all the time we have for this week. Thanks for tuning in to the first episode in our 3-part series exploring the music of Little Bill Gaither, a legendary Naptown blues musician. You can meet me here on the Avenue again next week, same time, same place. And you can find the Echoes of Indiana Avenue podcast on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, or wherever you download your podcast. Echoes of Indiana Avenue is written and produced by Kyle Long and hosted and co-produced by me, Herman Butch Slaughter.
Nobody knows on Naptown, baby, like I do. Nobody knows on Naptown, baby, like I do. If you will stop and listen, I will tell you a thing or two.
WFYI podcasts are made possible by Bloomington, Indiana, an American college town offering experiences like indulging in grub at Nick's English Hut, taking a stroll along Kirkwood Avenue, feeling the history and magic of Assembly Hall, and providing the chance to feel like a college kid again. Plan your trip at visitbloomington.com.